When two former friends are fighting, you just sit by the corner, you be looking at them because at the end of the day, now them know their team. Especially when those two we can come together to fight you and go after you. You just be looking at them and say, Well, anyway, this is the case of Nasiru El-Rufai and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. All fake. Nasir El-Rufai says Tinubu's past commitment to true federalism, resource control, democracy, NADECO was mere pretext. And this is parallel facts, according to parallel facts. Former Kaduna Governor Nasir El-Rufai has revealed that Bola Tinubu's avowed commitment to democracy and true federalism was all fake. I just want to pause here and say, honestly, for me, it's unbelievable when people have great and massive opportunity to be able to do something amazing, not just for themselves, but for their country, that they fail to realize, and use the opportunity that they have to really have a legacy. What does it I mean, there's no one who is even going to live up to 120 years in this whole Nigeria that we are in, except some miracle happens. At the end of the day, once someone is gone, what will you be remembered for? We remember people like Queen Amina of Zaria. We remember people like Nelson Mandela. We remember, people like Azikiwe, Obafemi Awolowo, and a whole lot of other people, out there that are being remembered. Mrs. Kuti, mother of Fela Kuti, and the rest. So many Gambo Sawaba. How's her name wanted to get out of my mouth? You see, we don't use these names as often as, well, that's my alarm going up. Anyway, we'll not do alarm now. Let's finish this particular video. And a whole lot of others. They're all dead, right? But they're still remembered because they left a legacy. They did something great beyond just their greed at the time that they were there. And so when people get into office and they waste that opportunity, it's unbelievable. You think someone like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who did not win the election, who rigged the election to get into office, we do everything, to make sure that he's doing the right thing for the people, so that the people will say, even though we did not vote for him, it is nothing like that. He rigs election and he's doing all sorts of things, and you're wondering all of those years. So those days were lies, they were pretense. You didn't believe in this thing, you're not doing this thing, you're just sitting down, and all you're thinking about is what to buy, how to inflate contracts, how to put things that are out of the way, and then how to make the people suffer, how to squeeze life out of the people. The same country of people that have seen the people like Sani Abacha. Where are they today? Even this person who is alive, Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, you see him on his wheelchair and you say, wow, this was a once powerful, person in Nigeria. And we've seen a lot of them. At the end of the day, where is it all about? But Nasir El-Rufai stated this when he received a solidarity visit from former Vice President Atiku Abubakar in his residence on Saturday evening. He said, honestly, to me, it's a disgrace for people to behave the way they like, according to Nasir El-Rufai. Let me just roll my eyes and say bombastic side eyes, criminal offensive side eyes. Anyway, let me not give them. Let me focus on the one that is going on. So it seems all the years of saying we are for democracy in Adeko, it was all pretense, fake. This is what Nazir is saying about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And all the claims that we're fighting for truth and federalism and so on is fake again, because this government is trying to centralize everything instead of devolving power into the lower levels. And that's another thing, actually, for me, this illegitimate government, because Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not win the 2023 election. He rigged it to get his way into office. And as far as I'm concerned, Nigeria does not have a president. What we have is an imposter who is there, literally destroying the country before our very eyes. And this is another thing that, Nasir El-Rufai has brought in there that I've never looked at that part before. The issue is supposed to be, devolving powers to the lower hand. But here, everything is being centralized more and more and more. In a Facebook post after the visit, Atiku said it is concerning that this administration has turned into a full-blown dictatorship. We resolve to harmonize our strength and stand united in our resolve to rescue Nigeria. The battle to save our democracy and provide a viable alternative platform that will enthrone purposeful governance is a response to the wishes and aspirations of Nigerians who are fed up with the incompetent and clueless Tinubu government. I would add illegitimate government. And I think at this moment, let me just take off my glasses. Look, dear Nigerians, we're watching politicians going around everywhere, right? They are having meetings. They are talking about Nigeria. They are talking about how they will do this, how this will happen, how that will happen. What are we as citizens doing? The citizens that are supposed to be really affected by these whole things are doing their thing, waiting for politicians to make decisions on their behalf. Let me tell you something. No matter who gets to be in office, I don't think there's any of our politicians today who are trying to run for presidency that will be affected because of who gets into office. The real people that are going to be affected are us. And so therefore, it is us that are supposed to at this moment be say, hey, we're looking for the person that at the end of the day is going to stand for Nigeria. Someone who is eager to have a legacy, someone who wants to make a name for his or herself, not the one that thinks that presidency is the end of the world and then they will not start amassing, because with the poverty mindset that they have and the scarcity mentality that they have, they are packing and picking everything and gathering them. They literally want to gather the whole of Nigeria and put in their pocket. We as a people have to continue to have this conversation. We as a people must have this conversation. Right now, what we are doing, we just say, let the politicians decide among themselves. Let them choose one person. It's not them that will be choosing, that should be choosing one person. No. It is us that should be telling them the one person that they should be choosing, because we cannot afford. 2027 election, you are fighting for your life. You are fighting for your life. You see now, if we don't get it right, say 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, we're like, oh, things are expensive, this is what Nigeria has been. Now, what are we saying? Are we not now saying that 2020 is even better than now? Some people have forgotten that, oh, things were so hard during Buhari because they are comparing to now. So whatever it is that you see this suffering that you are suffering now, imagine you get into 2027 again and the suffering is worsening. I tell you, my brothers and sisters, that's what is going to happen if we do not do what we are supposed to do, if we do not ensure that we are choosing the right people to be in there. And so please, let's not make mistake of not choosing ensuring that the right person is voted for, is first of all chosen to be the candidate, voted for, and sworn into office. Thank you.